Hey guys, so I'm continuing my series where I go over the different origin characters that we're going to be able to play as in BG3, and we've recently found out that we can multi-class them. We can also respec. We can change their class completely, but in the dialogue and in the cutscenes, it'll still be assumed that they are their base class. That being said, I feel like it's best to keep their main class, at least one level of it. And if you want to multi-class or respec subclasses, keep the main class maybe. And we're going to go over what multi-classes would be fun to do, and what classes would be interesting to do, what classes would fit the character well. And today we're going to go over Astarion. So yeah, I'm on D&D Beyond. These are just the classes I think that fit the best for Astarion. I have his ability scores right here. He gets, it's 8, 17, 8 strength, 17 dexterity, 14 constitution, 13 intelligence, 13 wisdom, 10 charisma. Also remember, the multi-class prerequisites no longer matter anymore. So if you want to go... If a class has a prerequisite stat, that no longer applies. That being said, rogues are an interesting class. They have a lot of stuff at early levels that are really helpful. So honestly, I feel like most people either go full rogue with a small dip in another class, or they go dip in rogue with, full other class thing. Because early level, like level 2, a lot of people do like a level 2 dip just to get cunning action. You get bonus action dash, you get bonus action disengage, you get bonus action hide. That's really helpful. But we're gonna go with mostly rogue. The 3 subclasses you get for rogue is in BG3. The 3 subclasses available are thief, arcane trickster, and assassin, which isn't that many of the subclasses that are in 5e. That being said, though, if you're just going straight rogue, I'd probably recommend, honestly, any of them. They're all pretty good. Assassin's really interesting. I feel like assassin isn't as good in 5e, and I feel like it could be a lot better in Baldur's Gate 3, because one of the tricky things about assassinate is typically in 5e, so they have to have the surprise condition, and then you can get an automatic critical hit on your target when you have advantage. It says you have advantage on attack rolls against a creature that hasn't taken a turn in the combat yet. So that's always happens, which is pretty cool. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. Surprise condition is hard to get in 5e, typically, unless your DM is really nice about it. But I feel like in BG3 it's way easier. I feel like you can have that happen all the time. They didn't have this in early access as far as I remember. Yeah, they didn't. And this will be super fun to mess with. Honestly, though, Thief is really cool. You get like an extra bonus action. You get a bunch of cool stuff like that. Arcane Trickster is also fun. You get a little bit of magic. But as far as multi-classing goes, honestly, Fighter is great for Rogue. Any of the Rogue subclasses, especially if you go 5 levels into it. Because if you go 5 levels in, level cap's 12, by the way, in BG3. Even if you go 5 levels in, you can still get 6 levels of Rogue. You can get more expertise. You can get Uncanny Dodge level 5. And then you're going to be getting extra attack. You're going to be getting a fighter subclass. You're going to be getting a fighting style, which rogues lack. So if you want to get archery, you could be like an archer rogue. If you want to get, 2-up in fighting, you can get that. There's so many. Fighter and rogue just work really well together. And honestly, I would probably go Battle Master, but honestly, I'd probably go Battle Master on every single fighter multiclass. You just get all these amazing maneuvers that are really great. If you go archery, I would probably go with precision attack and stuff like that, because you're going to be able to get sharpshooter with precision attack. Sharpshooter is -5 on your to hit roll, and then you get +10 damage. And with precision attack, you can basically add your superiority dice in, which is starts as a D8 as added to the hit. So basically, you're gonna have these maybe even better accuracy than if you just did a normal hit plus the 10 damage, and you're probably gonna hit. As far as other classes, I feel like Ranger is also a really good fit, especially if you want to go for the extra attack. Similar to what I said in the Shadowheart video, though, if you just want to take a dip in Ranger, let's say 3-level dip, go Gloomstalker. Okay, I'm going to be talking about Gloomstalker a lot because it's so good. Go Gloomstalker, get Dread Ambusher, level 3, then go all the rest into Rogue. So you're going to be like a level 9 Rogue at endgame. You're going to have like let's say you go Assassin Rogue. You get Assassinate. Like you're going to be like at this level, what is it? Are you doing is it 8d6 for a sneak attack, isn't it? Or is it 1 every 2 levels? I think it's 1 every 2 levels. So you're gonna be doing like 4d6 for sneak attack, and then with Assassinate, if you have surprise, it's an automatic crit, so it's doubled. But then with Gloomstalker, you get an extra attack on your first round of combat, and then you get an extra d8 with that attack. And Assassinate says you have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken its turn yet in combat. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is a critical hit. That means you're getting your sneak attack crit, and then your extra attack that you get for Gloomstalker is also an automatic crit. And if you instead want to go the opposite direction, where you go like 3 levels in Rogue, and you go the rest in Ranger, or just like 5 levels in Ranger, you're getting 3 attacks that are all automatic crits, which is really good. And then this is more of just like a pick that I think would be nice if you want to, like, you know, mess a little bit with Arcane Trickster. Arcane Trickster, you know, you get some spell casting. Honestly, Astarion has a pretty good mix of mental stats. Like, he has the same amount of wisdom as intellect. These aren't very high, to be honest, but like, if you want to go like a wizard dip, even a warlock dip, not a warlock dip, even a druid or cleric dip, it could be useful. I feel like wizard fits the best though, because there's Arcane Trickster, so you could be an Arcane Trickster, and then you could take however many levels you want in wizard. There isn't a specific build I have in mind, but like, you know, like the available subclasses for wizard are like, there's so many. There's nothing specific I see here, but I bet if you look hard enough, if you want to be a rogue that has a little bit more spellcasting than the average rogue, than the average Arcane Trickster even, putting a little in wizard would be totally fine. Yeah, that's all with that. And yeah, I am gonna be streaming Baldur's Gate 3 on Friday at 7 p.m. the day 7 p.m. CST, the day after it comes out next week, and I'm going to be doing a Dark Urge tactician mode warlock fighter, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope to see you then. All my info is down in the description, and probably going to be doing Will next tomorrow, so see you then. Bye.